Hey guys, welcome to this 2v2. This is myself Lakadhara playing as Ethiopians, and who I am Maro playing in green as Vikings. We are up against red. Red is Celts, the pragmatist, and yellow. And yellow is the Goths, Tien An. I don't know who this is, but looks like Vietnamese players just by looking at that E. But okay, let's see. Just gonna speed things a bit. Not a lot happens until feudal age. Interesting. All these Goths guys have a weird build order. Just curious to see his scouting. Oops, so yellow lost his scout. So you can see I'm not doing a lot of scouting, but rather prefer to push my deer in. I think I pushed all my deer in by now. Anyway, so if you look at this over here in red, the Celts guy is going for the stable build. Anyway, I'm prioritizing to make sure I wall up properly, and so far that's all that's happened right now. Okay, pause. Let's go back to normal speed. So the Goths guy came with a bunch of archers, and he was knocking on Maro's door. So of course, as Vikings, he also responded with archers. And okay, so nothing much happening here. So red goes for the fast castle, and none of us are ready for this. And of course, I'm making archers. The problem with the archer build is if you get siege knocking on your door, it's going to be tough to deal with. Okay, so he's going like 2 stable knights along with siege and 1 TC push, which is something I'm not ready for, and he wants to steal my gold. Forgare. So I don't see any of this. Then I suddenly see everything. So Ethiopian archers, yeah, of course. As this thing, the archers will struggle against archers do very badly against rams. Okay, no, anyway, so I react pretty quickly to this. Okay, so far I haven't lost anything. Okay. I haven't lost anything. I lost my scout. Ah. It's when the scorpions come is when I start to struggle. Because he's lost a lot of knights to my town center, and yet, okay, I have lost 2 villages, and I don't know where. I guess one of these weak ones. Okay, I have lost 2 villages, so it's not that I haven't had any deaths. Maro lost 1 villager apparently. Goth's guy is with a 0-0. So now the thing here is, okay, me and Maro are both going up to Castle Age. So is Yellow. Okay, so Yellow is going to lose everything. All the archers he built. He's going for the stone, so he's going to go for a castle. So I've had to abandon this part. I get badly housed. Of course, I get housed. I have to get housed because I'm losing all this. So for the most part, I'm ignoring this front. I used to have a stable over here. I lost the stable. I don't have the wood for creating another one. Nope. So I have a wood problem because I made a lot of farms and pikes. Okay, with the knights having dealt with the knights, dealing with the rams is not tough. I can always will rush rams, and they will die. The problem is the scorpions and more knights. Okay, so now this is where it gets a bit too much for me. Okay, I do make a few pikemen to deal with the knights. So you can imagine my town center is idle all this while. I mean, it's just too much to micro. Knights have upgrades, knights have no upgrades, but still they kill the pikemen thanks to the scorpions. So this is a tough combination. This is almost like a Hong rush, if you can imagine that. In fact, if the only thing he is missing is getting mangonels. If he got mangonels, this was a classic Hong rush. Okay, so I can deal with the rams now. Thanks to the crossbows. Okay, with the crossbows being, with the scorpions being cleaned up. Okay, so now I am stable again, sort of. Not completely, but okay, I'm down to 26 villagers. I have lost 11 villagers now. Made a bunch of crossbows, a bunch of pikemen. Okay, now trying to deal with this forward of reds. Okay, I think I'll be able to clean this up for now. Okay, now yellow is knocking on Maro's door again with a bunch of knights. Knights with +1. Why would you do that as Goths? For the raid potential, I guess. So I am pretty surprised. As Goths, he has been quite versatile. If only green had ballistics. Okay. Okay, so this will get cleared out. Mixing in a few camels as well. Going for the boom now, the Goths guy. The red guy as well. The red has like completely open bases. Like if I mean, but for his aggressive nature and couple of castles in front, if we had scouted this properly, if you look at this, yeah, we have not scouted him properly. This is a problem with post castle. Let's take Maro's vision because he looks at. Yeah, look, it's completely bad scouting. So if we had scouted this properly, we know all of this is open. And then okay, let's go back to real time. We could have come in with some, at least some of the knights or some of these archers, and raided him. Okay, so a lot of raid potential for green. So yellow has lost 8 villages so far. Red has lost 4 villages. I think he lost the 2 who built this, and perhaps a couple who came in to repair the scorpions. Yeah, he has a tendency to take the gold outside and not his own gold inside. Yeah, this was perhaps a bit unnecessary fight, you can say. I had quite a lot of army. Yeah, it's impossible to micro against all of this. It's a complete waste. I mean, there's a castle here. Of course, I don't know that there's a castle there. That was completely unnecessary. Okay, I am forced now to make a couple of monks to heal all of this, which does help me out a bit later on. Again, you can see pretty poor eco. Getting to 2 TCs already. Need to slowly move on to more tech town centers. The Huskals are so OP that this will get cleared. I think the knights will all die, or maybe if Maro had microed, he could have killed at least all the knights as an accomplishment. Look at the Huskals, nothing happened to them. They barely got dented. I only saw one Huskal who basically took all the beating. Okay, now he's knocking on Maro's door, and Maro's already getting long swordsmen, so okay, so the Huskals don't last against long swords. They are hopeless against long swords. You will see, and the main reason they are really good against archers is because they have a bonus against archers. They have like a +8 or +9 damage against archers, on top of having 8 PS armor. So it's definitely OP against archer saves, which is one of the reasons why, I mean, yeah, I can make crossbows, but if the Huskal guy ever hits me, I'm more or less reasonably dead. This is called disorienting the monks. Done. Cleaned. So the Huskarls are cleaned up. Now all of these longswords can go forward. The amazing part is, oh, okay, so now red hits imp. Maro hasn't lost a villager, he only lost one villager, so it's a pretty good defense. I have managed to reasonably boom back up with 3 town centers and not a bad army comp so far. Okay, but I'm not sure I'm ready to take on 13 knights. But okay, with 3 monks and then all these pikemen, you think you should be fine, but unfortunately realities are different. And the problem here is, you can see here that I have the same control group for the pikes and the archers, and I think that's the biggest mistake I ever did. You can see they are completely like, what the hell, what's happening? Look at this, look at my units. Yeah, and then of course 3 mangonels, I can't do much. There's no way I can counter 3 mangonels. Okay, now I'm trying to convert. I get 1 conversion. I should have sent that converted knight to the mangonel. So okay, second conversion, not bad, not bad. Third conversion. Okay, so complete chaos. Complete chaos, I lose all my army. On the other side, okay, there is a massive long swordsman army. Okay, waiting to get imp upgrades and change to champion, I guess. Now red's getting onager, and this is where I will start to struggle. Okay, there's a face-off between green and yellow. The Huskarls are just melting, even without imp upgrades. So I don't know why he made skirmishes. So he could at least make crossbowmen against the 200 swords. But I guess he's going to run out of gold to manage this. Okay, so that's a cleanup and a half. It's like 8 barracks continuous pumping out, so that's really good. Okay, let's go back. I am officially dying again to the Celt siege. Man, Celt siege is just tough to deal with. Look at this. I think that was my imp TC even. No, not yet. I think my imp TC now is this one. Yeah, I think one of these was my imp TC. I had to change it to this. It's ridiculous the amount of pressure I am in. Okay, I'm just like trying to deal with this. I made a castle here. I'm gonna push back, try take more stone, make another castle over there, move all my eco to the back, try to manage. It's like nice. I don't know, but at that time I didn't know. I later on realized there is a nice corner here to sort of go to a like sort of go to a nice pocket in the corner and boom back, reboom from there. So I lose one castle. Repair. I don't have stone to repair, I guess. It's okay. Okay, make a couple of camels. Take out a couple of onagers. So far, okay. Okay, the 200 swords. Okay, now they are champions. Yeah, this is just too much. I don't think the Goth guy can deal with this because he doesn't have the imp armor upgrade. Yeah, this was a bit of a mistake, but okay. So at least the onages are cleared out. The skirmishers are still making a lot of damage to my camels because, of course, I don't have any upgrades on my camels. I couldn't afford them. Not with this kind of eco. I have shortal warriors running around. uh, I guess in my panic, I clicked a few shortal warriors from the castle as well. This clearly explains the need for armor upgrades. So even skirmishers can kill a knight if you don't have armor upgrades. So you just need like if you had a +2 armor on these knights, then the skirms would have been taken care of. Anyway, another siege workshop. Getting a university so I can get some chemistry. On the other side, okay, so red had to basically pull off from my base and come and help yellow because yellow was dying completely. Okay, let's see what happens. Red is as Celts, he only gets the +2 armor. He cannot get the +4 armor. He doesn't for the Cavalier. Yeah, I think the Viking champions are holding up. I don't think he has chieftains yet, and so no bloodlines. Red doesn't get bloodlines, so no bloodlines, no not horse collar. What's the other thing? No bloodlines, no husbandry. Paladins coming up for red. Anyway, so Reds more or less lost this forward. So I dropped another castle. I lost that castle as well. But what that castle did is basically prevent red from coming to this corner. So I took that whole stone mine while I was defending on this front. Anyway, so I'm trying to build a TC. This one paladin is basically killing me completely. I'm trying to build a stable. I'm getting attacked by these guys. In fact, the most OP thing is villagers manage to kill a treb. That's it. On the other side, okay, yellow is completely getting mopped up. I mean, I think yellow is like dead beyond dead. So, and in fact, red threw all his units before they became paladin. And I think, yeah, why even bother here? I would say, why bother? And now, let's see. I think the paladins hold up reasonably well. Yeah, he came with 6 paladins. He's so far killed quite a few champions, but I don't think he can deal with all of this flood that's coming in. Okay, so now meanwhile, so Maro does send a few of the champions to my base to deal with this, and what the mistake red is doing is he's streaming in units. So we are able to not say completely deal with it. We are reasonably okay. He's trying to steal my gold, so I created a town center and garrison villages. Or I had a town center, I guess. I just repaired it and garrison villages there. So this is my comeback. Down to 8 villagers. Or was it even 6? I've lost all of these villages over here. It says 9 villages now, but that's before I started creating. So I was down to 6 villages. In fact, yellow is down to 15 villages. Okay, he's trying to create something in the back. Okay, he has about 1000 gold over there, which Maro can mine. Yeah, if this gets found, yellow is completely dead. Okay, next wave of paladins coming in. Okay, and some paladins attacking Maro. Okay, Maro's getting bracer and chemistry for his town centers, I guess. So I have my second town center up. I'm trying to boom again. Okay, yellow is like, seriously dude. Okay, now he's gonna lose everything to these champions. The +4 armor makes a big difference, I think. I mean, not for this, but you can saw that there were 6 paladins hitting this town center, and it's down to 5 paladins, and yeah, I mean, he almost died. And if he had the +4 armor, I guess he could have taken it out. Yeah, using my villagers to kill the last skirmisher. Yeah, okay, done. And there begins my reboom. Okay, meanwhile, Maro is having to deal with all of this. Yeah, champions just shred skirmishers. I mean, wave after wave of champions, and wave after wave of skirms. There's no paladin, so I don't know if red has gold. So red is out of gold completely. Yellow has gold somehow. So yellow seems to be rebooming in this corner as well. In fact, yellow has more villages still than me, and more military. And I guess that's the difference. I don't bother making military until I have boom back up properly. So I focus, so I get slung. Maro slings a bit of food to me. I put all the food into my eco, and that makes a bit of a difference. can say I'm getting my third town center in. Okay, I can't speed this up beyond this. At least let's go at normal speed so that the game doesn't crash. I'm only getting more stone to get more town centers. At this point, I more or less don't care for another castle. I need more town centers, and I can't afford to buy. Yeah, perfect farms. Perfect farms, more farms, and that's exactly what we need now. So Maro has like excellent map control over here. And he's basically keeping yellow at bay, more or less. Yellow is getting red is getting 48 gold. I don't know how many trade cards red has. Cannot be just the one. Apparently just the one. I'm sure there's a better way of finding that out. So okay, so getting my fourth town center out, so I can catch up on my boom. So I already caught up on boom compared to yellow. I'm getting chemistry, my gold and stone upgrades. Yeah. Serious boom stuff. Now the only thing is, what is red doing? So red is getting heavy scorpion. Okay, creating a bunch of scorpion, going for the cap tram, I guess. Okay, he's doing what Celts supposed to do. He's going for the siege. No, doesn't have enough eco for more paladin. He is really struggling on gold right now. And okay, so he made more trade cards at least. Why would yellow do this? Why is yellow making a town center in front of my base? Yeah, I mean, why would anybody engage here? I don't understand. What's the point of this? If I was in red's place, I would have made like 20 scorpions before engaging, because we weren't pushing them. So there was like absolutely no point in pushing us further back. Yeah, so I'm at a point, I'm back to 81 villages, I can create more army, and I'm creating more camels. Yellow is still having 22 villages. So I guess he got raided by Maro again. And or not. Yeah, looks like he lost a bit more here. Again. Okay, he's making another market so that red can trade. Okay, so Done. So this is going to get cleared. Okay, so I told why yellow makes a TC there, and the same question goes for me. Why am I making TC there? Because I have a few gold spots over there. Get raided, lose a few more villages. I'm close to 100 villages again. I have more villages than green. I don't know if Maro got raided or he deleted villages, and that's possible. The only way to find that out is if you look at the eco KD. So 25 villages died. Okay, looks like Maro also got a bit of raids. I also got a few raids, I guess. But okay, I mean, doesn't hurt to lose 20 villages when you have overboomed. But I don't know if he deleted villages also. That's also possible. Okay, I'm even trading. I mean, like to die down to 6 villages and trade and boom back to 100 plus. That is Age of Empires. That is AOE. Upgrading the camels, going for the 5th town center. Okay, siege ram. Okay, so red has a bit of gold, so if I was in red's position, I would make like 40 heavy scorpion, something like that. 40-50 heavy scorpion. Give up on the skirmishes, because neither me nor Maro are going for archers, and I guess his way of he's making skirmishes because it's cheaper. Maybe it's like a trash unit, right? I don't know. In fact, if he made Ward Raiders instead of Paladin, if he made Ward Raiders against these champions, I think that's not a bad idea. I just say, why make skirmishes, and skirmishes kill all my camels, despite me having +2. The PS armor of camels are super weak. Ipovadi. And now the champions will eat all the skirmishes now. It's going light cav. Light cav with 60 HP, no husbandry, come on. No bloodlines. Okay, I don't get bloodlines either. Neither me nor Maro get bloodlines, you can see that. But at least I can get Hasar, I think. Yeah, I'm getting Hasar now. The ram dealt its last blow, so I lost everything. So okay, now I'm going to spam a bunch of buildings so I can start producing. I have a lot of eco now. I have overboomed. I am pop capped. I will be pop capped soon. Okay, so now red made Hasar as well. So actually, I mean, it's quite unfair. I scolded red for having shitty Hasar, but I also have shitty Hasar. So I mean, as Ethiopians, I only get the +2 armor, and I think the +3, +4 attack, but I am not getting the attack upgrade yet. So he at least has +4 attack and +2 armor. So his Hasars are actually better than mine. Yeah, but now the difference is you have Vikings. I think by this time green has completely researched chieftains. So now Vikings infantry with chieftains. Yeah, now that is something you cannot counter. Not with this kind of army. I still think Ward Raider is the best answer. So Ward Raider with 40 scorpions, I don't think we can deal with it. Yeah, if red put all his gold into Ward Raider and scorpions, And whatever me and green are making, yeah, we would have died completely. Okay, let's see how many trade cards I have. Okay, 7 trade cards, not bad. Okay, now I'm pumping out the production buildings. Yeah, very efficient mining camp. Okay, so 25 hussars from red, and that's the problem, man. He has 28 in queue. If he waited, so I have 63 hussars. He needs to wait. He needs to wait to be pop cap before he moves forward. Anyway, so I have 60 hussars. Maro has 90 champions. We can clean this up. We can clean this up peacefully. So, whew. Yeah, so it came down to who did the better reboom. So I was down to 6 villagers. I came back to 135. Yellow was also down to similar numbers. He only came back to 35. And he was killed again. He's back down to 8. So there's a few more raids that happened on the side. I used my Hussar to take care of them. I think Yellow did his last batch of Huskals and my Hussars took care of them completely. See, these skirmishes are not bad. They're reasonably dealing with this. Yeah, and I guess the only thing pending is for the skirmishes to spread out and then we can kill them. Okay, I get Captran. Oh, Maro doesn't have chieftains. He's getting chieftains only now. So chieftains basically has a cavalry bonus for Vikings. I don't think that changes anything, but the bonus attack towards cavalry just spikes up. Okay, at this point I have enough gold. I can even switch back to Arbalest. Yeah, but the GG gets called. What a crazy game. I mean, let's go to the stats. Let's look at blue. So come on. Now I need to get the pro version, man. Okay, so basically yellow had a bunch of army, all his crossbows, they died to green's crossbows. You can see he lost all his army. He made a bunch of Huskals, took out all of green's crossbows. So green lost all his army. Then came the 200 swords and champions, cleaned yellow out completely. So meanwhile, so red attacked me once here. Not a lot, but you can see the fact that I don't have any military production. So then I did make a bit of military, then I lost it to some of the siege. Yeah, a bit of back and forth. Red doesn't have a lot of army around this time. I make a bunch of army, then red comes in with a bit of siege, I kills all my army, comes in with paladins, kills me completely. And I think the timing of me and yellow dying simultaneously was pretty good. The reason I say this was good is it made red run away with his cavalier at some point, and that was the time I needed to go to a corner and start rebooming. And that rebooming attempt also failed couple of times. Like you remember, there was a town center where he killed all my villagers, but I boom back up, and then woof, this boom was just crazy boom. And that's what yellow couldn't do. Yellow tried to reboom and then Maro attacked him. And then you can see green, Maro's always 200 pop. And by the time I got to 200 pop, red had no answer for that. he didn't make. I mean, come on, your Celts. You don't. If you made Celt champion, or you made your Ward Raiders, that could have countered the champions. Ward Raiders and 40 Scorpions, he could have countered us. But again, yellow was completely GG, so then he would have been 1v2ing us, so which is also not easy for yellow. Ah, what a crazy game. Eco. Let's look at eco. I think society. I'm curious. I think I had the most villagers in the end. This is just amazing. So I still had the most villages the end of the game after having gone down to 6 villages, 6 pop. Look at the KD for Maro, 800 to 450. I mean, for dying like that, my KD is not that bad. Red had an even KD, yellow died completely. Eco, of course, Celts bonus, so red has far more wood than any of us. But did he put the wood to use? Gold is not bad for red. They both slung each other, looks like it. So I got slung 2000 food, which I totally used to reboom, and which was pretty crucial. Then, okay, yellow had a bit of relic gold, but not a lot. Conversions. I got a few conversions. Okay, only 2. I thought I saw 3, but okay, it's actually 2 conversions. Okay. Yeah, I mean, all of this was without chieftains. I mean, I thought chieftains came in somewhere close to the end, but there's like literally fag. And if Maro had chieftains earlier, red would have just died. His paladins would have just melted completely. So there was no answer to the Viking spam. I wanted to co-cast this with Maro, but I mean, today is the last day. This version of DE will be usable, and tomorrow the Dawn of the Dukes is going to come out. So sorry, Maro, I have to cast this on my own. Anyway, thanks for watching. GG.